Spiritual awakenings also, they're not that easy to have. They have the challenges that come up too. And two of the main challenges that come up is something that, if none of you have heard of them, is really cool to look into. It's a husband and wife called Stan and Christina Groff, and they talk about the topics of spiritual crisis and spiritual emergencies. So a spiritual crisis is, like you can see there, it's like a period of inner conflict, shift in worldview, which can be unsettling, but it's a natural phase of spiritual growth, and it doesn't usually require urgent intervention. But a spiritual emergency is a very disruptive experience because it can be intense and overwhelming. It can lead to a sense of instability, and it's usually triggered by, like I said, these profound spiritual awakenings. And a lot of the times these can get classified as mental disorders. There's, when we spoke about in the beginning, the importance of knowing these worldviews, because if you have a spiritual awakening and you're in a spiritual emergency space that you need urgent intervention, this experience for you can either become transformative or detrimental. Because if you go to, say, for example, a psychiatrist, and they're just going to medicate you for and label it as psychosis, but at the same time, it's from a different worldview. It's not psychosis, it's a spiritual emergency. And if you work with this right, it can be the ultimate tool for transformation. So it's the opportunity for the deepest transformation that you could ever have in your life. But if it's looked at with the wrong worldview, it could be the worst thing that happens to you, because it's something that you're going to have, and you're going to get gaslit, and it's going to be, no, what you're experiencing is false. And you're going to start to believe the people that are telling you, if you still have this residue of materialistic belief, and you go to a doctor and he's like, no, this is psychosis and bipolar and multiple personality disorder, you're going to freak out. You're really going to freak out, and you're going to start doubting yourself and questioning yourself, and you're going to really want to take the medication, because you're going to be in an extreme space of overwhelm, trying to deal with not only this spiritual experience that you're having, but also now with these beliefs that are coming in, and this gaslighting. It causes a lot of trouble, and it happens quite a lot. The amazing thing about Stan and Christina Groff is that they recognize this, and they're calling out the Western mainstream ways of thinking and saying, hey, look, we really need to create a clear distinction between mental disorder and spiritual emergencies. And they're doing an amazing job, and they're saving a lot of people that, would have ended up in a psychiatric ward, or actually, becoming teachers and leaders. Like, for example, if you go to the Amazon jungle, when the shamans get chosen, these are the ones that are having these deep spiritual and mystical experiences, and hearing voices and seeing things. And in their culture and in their perspective, they're the ones that are chosen by spirit to kind of lead the way. But if that happens in the West, you get put into, a psychiatric ward and get told that you're sick, there's something wrong with you, and you start to doubt yourself. So that's what I mean when I said, even for myself, this non-dualistic way of thinking, and being stuck in the Western world where it was materialistic, started to create a lot of doubt in my path, and it was really hard. So, that's the importance of knowing philosophy, knowing what a spiritual awakening is, and knowing that this phenomenon is real, and it's actually quite common. That's the biggest thing. It's a very common experience. It's not just isolated, but it can feel like that at times.